Hi all, it's Darlene. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing another video this quickly because more information has come to light, and well, frankly, the video yesterday, I wasn't even scratching the surface, if you can believe that. I so underestimated this guy. So much so, even yesterday. Anyways, I just want to get one little thing out of the way. I just love this comment that just came in about a week ago. It's on Jonas' last video that he put out. And this person asked him, "Sir, can we get the full in-depth testimonial for one of the beta tester from beginning till the amount was credited to bank account? Sir, please give us one video so that we cannot be tempted." Okay, so that it can be proved. Jono says, "Beta testers have only just gone live on their accounts. They are all passed and funded and will have their first payout in 30 days' time. You're welcome to wait 30 days for the results, but I can't guarantee we will still have spots available by then." So, remember his sales video with Jamie shoving his camera in your face going, "Look how much I made," and all the other testimonials? "Oh my God, I just can't believe how much I made. I'm so happy." They were all lies, because here, from Jono's mouth to your lips, none of them have gotten paid yet. Okay? There hasn't been enough time. Or it's just, better thought is that it's just all a pack of lies. Either way, Jono, your lies are catching up to you. Now, here's what the bigger problem is with the prop firms. Sorry, that's awfully bright. I'm just going to have to tell you, first of all, a few things about prop firms so that you understand what I'm about to tell you. So you can get the big picture. You see, most people think that, okay, you pass the challenge, which is like a couple tests back to back. You're not using real money, it's monopoly money. And then you get your live account, and then you think you're trading, you're actually on the markets trading, and they're taking a 20% profit split because that's what they say they're doing. But in actuality, if you go and you start reading their fine print and everything else, and you start reading up on these prop firms, even the big ones, especially the big ones like FTMO and MFF, what really happens and what you can see here is that is not how they do their payouts. When you go into a prop firm, they're gonna charge you the fee, right? And you've seen that before, that the fee is like $500 for a $100,000 account or $1,000 for a $200,000 account. And what happens to that? Well, it says here, firstly, the prop firm is now making money from traders failing, and that's correct, because we'll see here that we have a pretty it's hard to be entirely sure how many traders are failing prop firm challenges across the industry, but we have a pretty good idea. We estimate that around 4% of Forex traders are actually obtaining funded accounts. Out of that 4%, only 1% of traders that started the challenge will be trading on the funded capital for the long term. 1% of the traders. So, going back, that is a lot of challenges that get failed. And so this is how the prop firms, A, make money, and B, can pay out those traders that are successful, okay? Because it's off the backs of all the people that are losing these challenges. This is important to remember, okay? Just remember that concept. So, because really, if then a prop firm hasn't been around for a long time, okay? They haven't been around. They're not going to have that capital built up to pay people, right? They're going to need quite a lot of failed trades under their belt, and they make up difficult conditions and such, and they'll lie to you just to not do those payouts. And so then they can keep on collecting those challenge fees and not paying out. Blue Forex funds just went down, not just a few months ago. First of all, they stopped paying out, and then they went belly up. And that's the way it works in this world of prop firms. So that brings up a huge concern. So I found it out, at least two of the prop firms that Jono is using. he would not be using any of the majors because they would not permit what he's saying he's doing, which what he was saying he was doing is having his buddy Rich, or no, not Rich, sorry, Lorenzo, the trader, the Shutterstock guy with the red tie, that he was going to be, manually trading and passing the challenges for you. And it's always been my question is, how would you think you're going to get away with that? Because none of the prop firms allow that. And he goes, well, most of them don't. And then he said in one place, but it's been taken down now off of his video. He's been taking a lot of things off of his videos, actually, that you'll never find again. There's one spot where he said, yeah, we've been A-listed with some prop firms. We'll be dealing with them, and they're going to make sure that, we're taken care of and that won't be a problem. Oh, really? Nobody's ever heard of that ever happening. So, how do you think he can make this happen? Well, here's one of the prop firms. They're called Next Step Funded. Nobody that I know in the trading world has even heard of them. In the prop firm trading world has even heard of them. Here's their terms and conditions. So let's see, here in the yellow is what their actual corporate name is. Prop Trade Tech Party Canada, or PTY Limited. PTY. Anyways, they're an Australian corporation. I don't know what PTY means when it comes to Australian corporations. Here is from the Australian Securities and Investment Commissions on this company, and shows that they're in Queensland. The registration date, though, that's one of the first interesting parts, is July 18th of 2022? July of last year. What? They were only incorporated then? Also, it looks like if you look down under address details, they're located on 57 Granston Street, Windsor, Queensland. Okay. Would you like to see where that is? Because I kind of did. And so I used our own AI technology. How about Google Maps? Yes, here's their head office, that prop firm in Queensland that just opened up in July, or that's when they incorporated, was July. And if you think about it, what's the biggest island continent that is just south of Jakarta? Australia. And that's where this prop firm business is, in this little house. Really? Does the word fake prop firm come to anybody's mind? This is not a prop firm. This is somebody's dwelling. This is a fake company. And this is one of Jono's prop firms. Right. Now, the same prop firm, their website here, nextstepfunded.com, here is the ICANN Who Is Lookup. And this will tell you everything about a prop firm, or not a prop firm, sorry, any.com, and a lot of the other .net, .org, those ones, that you can then find when they've been registered and all that stuff. So they did not register their website until, look at the very bottom where it says created September 10th, 2022. Or it could be October 9th, but I think it's September 10th. Anyways, so September, okay, October, November. That's 3 months before the Infinity system started up. This prop firm just started 3 months prior to the Infinity system. Do you think the Infinity system was cooked up in a day by Jono? No, it would have taken a few months at least. And this thing was started back in July. Really? So they have been working on this for a while. And this we know is not a real prop firm. Yet Jono is dealing with it. Wherever could this prop firm have come from? See? And that's the one part that I can't actually show you, because I don't have any actual proof, because the person named in their incorporation papers here, you can't find him anywhere, Hani Ishkin. He's not coming up in any kind of searches in Australia or anywhere else that I can find. Maybe someone else can. Let me know. Love to hear from it. Here's his entire address and everything, but you've already seen that. It's a little house. Now, that could be some person's. I mean, if it is Hanny Ishkin's house, I'd love to know it. But yeah, that's crazy. And that's the only person that's listed on here at all. He's the only shareholder, officer, or director. So that's just crazy. Yeah, and you can see right here, form type at the very bottom here, date received and form type, application for registration as a proprietary company. And here's the company. So, hello, fake company. And that was formed, and then the website was done right before the Infinity system. And this is one of the prop firms that Jonas swears by. Here's the next one. It's called Real Funding Program. Their real name is RFP Trading, LLC. Look at their address. It's 112 Capitol Trail, Suite A290, Newark in DE. What is that? Delaware. Sorry, just lost it there. Delaware. Yes. Well, let's have a look at where 112 Capitol Trail, Suite A290 is in Newark, Delaware. It's in this old stone house with nice cute little shed on the right hand side too. Nice trees. Does that look like an office building to you? Well, if you look up this address, oh, by the way, this is Google Street View too. Again, thank you, Google Street View. Gotta love it. And if you look it up, you will see that there is like between 20 to 25 of these LLC companies that are all registered to this location. There's a whole list of them. And absolutely, our buddies here, RFP Trading LLC, are also located here. Now, here's another of the companies that are located here. Look at their beautiful offices. Look at all that space. Can you see that fitting in here? Right. Fake location. And, okay, when did they register their domain name? Because I couldn't pull their records from the state of Delaware. I don't know how to, I couldn't figure out the system, and I think it would have cost me money. By the way, pulling the corporate registry records for that one in Australia cost me $9 Australian dollars. You guys owe me. I'm not making any money off this, okay? Now it's costing me money. So anyways, prop firm number 2 here, they were created, if you look at the bottom, I accidentally highlighted updated, but created is the same date. Below it is April 18th, 2022. So just slightly earlier than the first one. However, oh, by the way, the most famous reason that Delaware has attracted the eyes of corporations across the world is the lenient taxes imposed by the state. Corporations registered in Delaware that do not do business in the state do not pay corporate income tax. Well, isn't that a great reason to have a fake address in Delaware? So where the heck is this company from? Because they certainly don't say on their website anywhere, because I've looked. And if you look at them in Trustpilot, you're going to find the same thing as we found with, guess who? Yes, our friend Jono Armstrong with the Infinity system. Remember all the fake reviews from India? And then they had the occasional person that was standing up and saying, this is a scam. Well, this one is full of fake reviews from Nigeria. Another really wholesome place with no scammers at all. If anybody remembers the old Nigerian prince emails that we used to get, oh my God, and they're still out there. And they're saying, oh, they're wonderful. And one of the naysayers, did I include that? No, I didn't. Sorry about that. I should have. One of the naysayers is like, there was several of them saying, look, this prop firm has a horrible name anywhere. Stay away from it. And it's in Nigeria. It's a bunch, and I know that they knew other prop firms there, and they're all scammers and blah 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 blah. So I have no proof that they're in Nigeria. But then again, I got no proof that they're in Delaware, you know? We don't know where the heck they are, okay? So another thing I want you to see from this page is that this is actually the earliest date that these reviews start coming in. That bottom one, the date of experience, the very bottom is October 14th. So that's when the reviews start. Even the good ones, like these are the good reviews, the fake ones are coming in in the middle of October. And then the real ones are coming in around that time as well, start coming in just after that, yeah. And continue until the present day, both the good and the bad. So this prop firm also only started up a couple months ago, and they're already getting horrible reviews. How could they have only started up a couple months ago as well? Right about the same, just before the Inventive system did. And yet this is one of Jonas' chosen prop firms. Really. Remember the way prop firms make money? By people losing challenges. If Jonas people are never going to lose a challenge, how are these prop firms ever going to stay in business? Well, Jonah will tell you, but they really are trading on the market, and that's how the business makes its money. No, it doesn't. And in fact, Jonah is now saying that these businesses are going to pay people out 90% of their profit rather than the usual 80%. Holy cow! So these guys are going to be making almost nothing. Who do you believe? Are these people going to be making the money the same way all the prop firms do, which is by making sure that people fail? I mean, prop firms have all kinds of rules that you have to go by to pass the challenge and then to continue getting your money. If these guys are renowned for failing people for no reason and just not paying out. And I'm not surprised because they're a scam. Now, here is Jonas' own company, the Inventive system. And look at his address, the Oryx World Business Center in Dubai. I did look this one up too on Street View. And yeah, it is a big building, business center. She had a stock photo of it in there. I have no idea. But you know what? They never do say, what corporation is this? In all of their paperwork, it only refers to the website. When you go through checkout, it's run under the banner of Ministry of Freedom, but no .com or no LTD or LLC or anything like that. You have no idea what corporation you're actually dealing with. I question the legality of that. Like, how can you make a contract when you can't make a contract with a website? Because in all of their stuff, it says the website. I mean, I wish someone with a legal mind would look into this. Like, what is the deal if you don't even know who you're actually dealing with, what corporation you're making an agreement with, okay? Because we know these guys sure aren't real, and we know the previous prop firm isn't real, and yet these are the ones that Jonah has picked out and is using. Because these people are never, ever, ever going to let you pass a challenge, okay? And now, as shown in the previous video, if you haven't watched that, I highly recommend you do. It'll be in the description in the list. I'll have all my videos there, but watch the previous one before this one. And it shows there very clearly that you're not going to be able to make this money back at all, ever. And that they have now, here's another thing. Here's what I wanted to show you first. This guy, For Glory, asks, thank you, your responses. If I may bug you with one last question, one of your team members takes the evaluation exam, correct? Jono, that is an option inside the new members area. Okay, so they had an old members area? That must have been with the original deal, because let's keep going here. Jono, or the For Glory says, thank you, and does that cost extra? I need to know prior to signing up. Can't believe Jono actually answered this. Yes, it does. We now charge an additional $9.97 for our team to pass for you, but passing on your own is also very easy. We've lowered the subscription from $1,500 to $500 per month as a result. Well, of course, they've lowered the monthly subscription because you don't have a hope in hell of passing, okay? Now you're going to have to pay another $9.97, and I can tell you, I've seen a few of these accounts. They're being passed by a bot, those that are passing. Do you think that bot's going to keep working forever? So what about this team of professionals, professional traders, headed up by Lorenzo, that were going to do all this for you so you wouldn't have to lift a finger? What's happening with all that? This is all false advertising. The testimonials are lies. That I showed you that at the very beginning. The prop firms don't exist. I had never even thought of the depths of this, that he would manipulate fake prop firms. This is amazing. Of course, this is only my opinion. This is an opinion piece. But can you see anything that I'm not seeing? Like, hello? And so then he's going to charge an additional $9.97. Oh my God. Now, here's an email I just got. I mean, I get 2 emails from this guy every day promoting this project. I've got my own little file for it. This is the one I got yesterday. And it says, if for some reason you missed my less than 30-minute presentation, this new cash printing machine, check it out right here. The Infinity system is the closest thing you'll ever see to a true money printing machine. Takes advantage of powerful investment firms' demand for skilled traders. Where are they going to get those skilled traders? Because it certainly won't be from Lorenzo and his team of traders that Jonas supposedly had. If he just gives you a bot, you're certainly not going to be a skilled trader. Do real prop firms want that? He keeps quoting from FTMO, where they're not one of the prop firms that he's using, is it? No, it's these 2 fake ones, okay? So they take the skilled traders for letting you invest other people's money using my custom AI software. You don't have to do a thing. Well, you don't have to do part of it if you shell out another $1,000, and then they'll take it. Then they'll put the bot on it for you basically and let it run. And then once you've passed, if you've watched yesterday's video, then you'll see that you will be again on your own. You'll have to run that bot yourself, and if it screws up, it is not their problem, and then you will be out of money. It's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. I couldn't believe that that those 2 fake prop firms came into existence just a couple months before the Infinity system started. That blew my mind. I didn't see that coming at all. Not one little bit. So, okay, we saw that one. Here's a good one. Question: how long will this system be open for? Jono: until all 3,000 spots are filled. For glory. Copy that. Are you able to share how many spots you have filled, just so I have a reference point? Jono: just over 1,000. So, and back here, he's still saying that there's scarcity. I mean, he's still like, you gotta hurry, you gotta do this. Now, remember at the very beginning when he was saying he was only going to do 200 spots because that's all his team could handle? That's all Lorenzo and his team of traders could handle, and that's all Rich and, could do to set up the EAs and blah, 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 blah. That's why they could only take 200 spots. And then they opened up another 30 because of a computer glitch. Now they've got just over... Now they've got just over 1,000 people in there, and they're going for 3,000? When do these lies ever end, Jono and Jonas? Seriously, it's just a whole web of lies upon lies upon Nothing built upon nothing. And it's all, this house of straw is built on air. And it's just a web of lies that we're continually being told, foisted into us. So here's what it is. Here's what it's going to cost you, okay? They're no longer offering the $100,000 account for only $2,000. Now you're shelling out $2,500 for basically nothing. Basically for an EA, okay? That's insane. The cost to pass, well, you're going to have to, if you want someone to set up that EA for you and get it going, that's going to be another $1,000 to pass your challenge. And that is to pass your challenge. Now, I don't know how he's going to get around it when he doesn't pass your challenge. Plus, you're going to have to pay that $1,000 to the prop firm. So that's a total of $4,500. Now, remember that $500 that you're going to have to pay? Well, as I am saying right now that I don't think anybody's going to pass. So they can just say, okay, you don't have to pay the $500. However, you can kiss that $1,000 going to the prop firm goodbye. And if you choose to retry it and retake it and think, okay, I just screwed something up, I did blah, 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 blah. You tried to retake it, there's another $1,000 gone. Try to retake it again, there's another $1,000 gone. And where is this money going to? Whose pockets is this going straight to? You're never going to get paid. You're going to have to pay $1,000 for each challenge you run and then fail, because that is the only way that prop firms make their money. And these two newbies, these two little supposed new prop firms, they're not going to be doing what FTMO can't do. FTMO is the biggest one out there, and or MFF. I don't know which one, but they're both huge. And neither of them can do it. So why can these little prop firms that are from nowhere, we don't even know where they're actually at, if they actually exist, which I doubt they do. This is all just a paper thing. I've even been talking to people who have been watching their accounts in said prop firms. They've had their accounts passed, and then they get this weird letter from the prop firm, this weird email saying, by the way, and on that tracking system that Jono gives you where it says pass phase 1, pass phase 2, that sort of thing, it only shows that they're still on phase 1. Yet in the prop firm books, it shows that they're further ahead than that. Then they get a letter from the prop firm saying, we gave you the wrong type of account. Here's your $500 back. You're going to have to pay the actual price. We made a mistake. The actual price is then $1,000. Then they're going to have to start all over again. So already they've failed that one. But they did get their money back, but they're going to have to pay more. They're going to have to pay double. And then they're going to get caught in these new terms and conditions of where they're going to have to pay for someone to deploy the bot on their behalf, or, what he says is pass their challenge for them, if that actually works. So this is how people are being screwed around. So let's do it again. Like last time, I was only talking about 1,000. I was averaging down to 1,000 people. But now that we know the true extent of it, 3,000 people, let's start doing the math of what's going into Jono's pockets. $2,500 per person times 3,000 people, $7.5 million. Then you got $1,000 per person to pass the challenge. And everybody he's got coming in here thinks it's all set and forget. It's just because that's what his entire sales video was about. Is this being so simple that even his baby has one? Really, Jono? Would you make your baby set up an EA on their own and then charge them an extra $1,000 when it was supposed to be all done for them? Would you do that to your own child or your own fake sister? Really? How many more lies? And how about your dad, the priest? Did he know this is what you're pulling? Seriously. So now he's going to charge these 3,000 people another $1,000 a piece to put together this, to pass their challenge, because most of these people are going to be so inexperienced and so scared by now that they aren't going to trust themselves to do this. And why should they? They shouldn't be. It takes 3 years of training to become a trader. If you're not a trader and you don't know market structure and you don't know what a pip is and you don't know what a candlestick is and you don't know any of this stuff, you're not going to be able to look after an EA. You won't even know what you're looking for. Trust me, this is the way I started at one point. And so people are going to spit up that extra $1,000, no problem. And then they already know that there's going to be $1,000 to the prop firm. So $1,000 times 3,000 people is another $3,000 to pass the challenge. And then you're going to have to pay these prop firms their challenges. So another 1,000 times 3,000 people is another $3 million for a grand total of $13,500,000. And how much you want to bet I'm still missing a trick or two? Because each time I come up with a number, it soars up astronomically. So this is only what I'm picking up now. And all of the lies upon lies. Is this a done-for-you, push button, make money while you sleep thing like we were all sold on at the beginning? Absolutely not. Are they now charging you more? Yes, they are. Have they now screwed around with the terms of the warranty? Yes, they have. Are they now advertising strictly illegal things? Yes, they are, because they are guaranteeing you $10,000, that you're going to make $10,000. That is downright out and out, period, illegal. So this is what I've been finding out. And I've even had other people writing in saying, look, I think the prop firms and Infinity are, in cahoots or are the same, because they'll be getting emails from the prop firm saying one thing, then they won't be able to get a hold of Infinity. And if you look through the comments in his, which, by the way, Jono, I've got every one of those comments. I've got screenshots of them. You start taking them down, like you started taking stuff down on your sales video. No. I've got them still. Don't you worry. So you look through those comments and you'll see a lot of people saying, I can't get through to these people anymore. I can't get through to the Infinity system. I can't get through on their support through the website. I can't get through emails. They're ignoring me. This is horrible. And what can you do? Jono didn't answer them in his video, in his YouTube channel either. So now he's throwing out all these extra costs, all these extra things, and they're not replying to people. Is this a system you want to be part of? Or is it a system that you would like to help us fight? Okay, so I've been always saying Trustpilot link found at the, pinned at the top of the comments. Trustpilot doesn't seem to be taking many of our comments. Either that or you guys haven't been giving them. I'm not sure. Anyways, there are 3 much better sites there that are scam advisory sites. I've used them before myself because I do have a website that's called scambustersonline.com. It isn't much. Don't even bother going there. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. But it's where I do make people aware of online scams, like romance scams and some stuff like that. So I use these sites extensively to check for scams. And already they're starting to pick up on the Infinity system. So I'm listing them. I'll pin them again, but they'll also be at the top in the description. So in my description, you'll notice that you will have these links to the scam advisor sites. You will have the links to my other videos. You will have my Telegram where you can get in contact with me. Then you'll have a bunch of hashtags. And that's it. I am not selling you anything at all. I am considering this to be a group effort to stop these people. So please, please, please do your part and go into those scam sites and tell them what you think. Tell them what you've been through. Give your honest opinion. Don't send in a bunch of liars like Jonas and Jono do. No, we can all be honest about this because we're not the ones that are dishing out lie upon lie upon lie. And another thing, and you guys have been doing so good at this, thank you, is liking and subscribing. Also, when you see this, give me your thoughts. If you're on the inside, have you been seeing this happening with the prop firms as well? How's it going with those prop firms? I would love to hear more. And if anybody has any thoughts on what I've been saying, either put them in the comments or get a hold of me on Telegram, because it's through a lot of little comments that I'm getting from people that are contacting me in Telegram that I'm able to put this stuff together and do the proper research and be able to get all this information for you guys. I can't do this in a vacuum. So I thank you very much for sending me this information and helping me to do this for us all, because it really is a team effort, people, and I really appreciate your help. So subscribe, like, and please do share what you think about all of this and any information you might have in any way that you might like. Thank you so very much for listening. I do wish you all the best. Please stay away from this system. Darlene out. Good night.